morning, it's not morning, it's evening now. Didn't even one today. Morning Elaine, evening Elaine, evening Angela. Who have we got? Breda, evening, good evening. Who else have we got? Oh. Hello, hello. Who else have we got? Don't like touching this because it sort of goes offline a bit. Karen, Angela, evening, Sue, Zoe, evening everyone. Hope you're all well. It's been a miserable day here in Aylesbury today. It's been sort of spitting all day today, and I got my new little greenhouse, my little mini greenhouse up, and I tried to paint. I painted it one coat yesterday, nice sort of willow green colour, and then today it stood there in the rain, so I couldn't do any today. So never mind. Anyway, maybe it'll be a bit dry tomorrow. Morning Paulette, evening Paulette, I'm so used to saying morning. Evening Anne-Marie, evening Breda, evening Tanya. Who else have we got? Nice to see you all this evening. I thought I'd try an evening one today, maybe might get a few more people online. So today we're going to do a pink pumpkin. So I've got my pink pumpkin. It's an ordinary orange pumpkin. There's nothing special about it. It's not one of those lovely ghosty white ones that you get. It's just a normal pumpkin, and I've just literally sliced off the top. So it doesn't have to be even. Just a nice even cut all the way around. Evening Joan, evening Michelle, evening Fiona. Did I miss anyone? Yes. So all I've done is I sprayed it with Oasis water soluble spray paint. They used to all be quite toxic, their sprays, but they're actually a lot more better. They're a lot better now, and these are water-based ones. So you have to be a bit careful with it, obviously, because it is a bit more likely to rub off. And they say you can spray glass and all sorts of things with them. Evening, Suzanne. But it does rub off a little bit, so they're not quite as good as the non-water soluble ones, but it does a job. It does a job. And the idea is just to get an idea. You can see it's quite nice and shiny as well, which is quite nice. So all I've done is I've literally sliced the top off. So I've got a top. Evening Eileen. And I've just painted the top silver. You could do it gold as well, be quite nice, but I've just do it sort of girly colours today. We're going to do a sort of girly one today. So there's been some lovely pumpkin arrangements online, really lovely. Thanks for posting them in the group as well. They're all looking absolutely fabulous. I just thought I'd do something a bit different today. So I've literally just chopped the top off, and I've pulled out all the seeds from the top, and I'm just going to finish pulling all the seeds out from inside. And I just use a little sort of spade for this. I find it a bit easier than a spoon. So just scrape them all out. You just want to try and get all the flesh out and the pips. So just go all the way around. Can you see? I don't want to rub the top too much because I don't want to take the paint off. So let's see if we can get rid of all of that. I think that's more or less it. So I'm just going to turn it over onto my plastic. Get rid of it. Just get rid of all the pips. You don't want any pips in there. So just get rid of all the pips. Looks like I'm making a soup, doesn't it? But I'm not. Right, I'm going to use the scissors just to cut the flesh as well. So make it easier for them all to come out. Okay. So we'll just put that to one side. Get rid of all of the pips. Maybe keep them for the hedgehogs. I don't know if they like them, do they? They might do. Put that down there on one side. So we've got our pumpkin. There we go. I'm just going to wipe the top. Again, because I don't want it to take the paint off. As I say, the water soluble ones are a little bit. Hello. Hi Karen. Alright, so we're just going to try and keep it a bit dry. Okay. So then you've got two options. You could either fill it with your eco-friendly chicken wire and do it that way, but you'd have to line it with cellophane first, otherwise it would seep into the pumpkin. I don't know if these are, I don't know how waterproof they are, but you would have to line it with cellophane. So, and then put your chicken wire in and do the arrangement that way. But I'm actually going to use foam today, just for ease. So I know everybody doesn't like foam, but we still have to use it sometimes in commercial floristry. So I'm just going to literally, this is about 3/4, just over a half size. Your internet keeps cutting out. Oh, does it really? Oh dear, I'm sorry about that. It looks like it's still okay here. Hello. Can you turn the camera in a little way so we see the pumpkin? Is that better? There we go. That's it. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So let's try and keep this dry. Okay. So now we're going to attach our the tops of our. We're going to attach the top, the lid, if you like, to make a sort of sandwich. I'm watching with interest now. Okay. So now we're just going to put some of these in, just to give the lid some support. Don't know how many we're going to need, and I don't know if they're going to be too tall, so it's a bit trial and error. Right, so that's going to be too tall. I'm just going to cut those down a bit. I'm just going to cut them down till I feel that they are the right. If you do a nice sharp upwards angle, they should go into the lid better. Now, I've got to try and just jiggle it on. There we go. So we've just jiggled our lid on. Evening, Judith. Hi, Mum. There we go. So we've got our lid there. Okay. All right. So find the front. I think I quite like this. Look at the front and see what looks good to you. And that will be your front. The flowers I'm using today, I've got, we're just going to be all pinks and a little bit of orange, because pink and orange go absolutely beautiful together. So I've got orange roses. These orange roses are called, I did write them down. The orange ones are called Arankio, and they're sort of like an orangey pink, so they're quite nice. And then I've got a fuchsia hot pink one, and that's called Enchantment, this one. Okay. And then I've also got some carnations, and these ones are called Feridia. This is a bright pink. Morning, oh, evening, Maz. Keep saying live internet interruption. Oh, that's strange. It's not like this. Okay, this end. Normally it says to me. Okay, well, we'll carry on. I can't really do anything this end. It says it's all okay here. This end, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so we've got those two lovely roses and the carnation. So it's all bright, vivid colours. And we've also got some of those beautiful berries we used before. Remember these? These are like little heart berries. And inside, you won't believe it, but they've actually got like an orange berry. So when they pop open, there's like an orange berry inside. So again, they're fuchsia pink and orange. And these are called, we did look them up last time, it's a Euonymus, Euonymus europaeus, and it's Red Cascade it's called, so you can actually buy this one. So let's might be Facebook. Yeah, it might be Facebook. A lot of people maybe live this time of the day, I don't know. We'll try it anyway, see how it goes. And so we've got some of those berries, and I've also got a few cymbidium orchids, which if we've got room for, we'll put a few of those in at the end, maybe just the green ones. I've got some green ones here, and I'll show you how to put those in. And I've also got a little bit of Pittosporum from the garden. This is the pit I love, very soft greenery. And I've got the last of my dahlias, last few dahlias. And I think this dahlia was called Sweet Natalie. That's the one I think it is. So anyway, I'll put them on the names of them on when we do them. Okay. when I put the picture on. So let's just put them in there for now. I've got somewhere to work from. Okay, so we're just going to outline with a little bit of greenery, just a bit, not much. So obviously you always clear all of your foliage. We're just going to put a few pieces around the edge. Just to break up the line, the bottom and top lines. So we just go around with a few of these. Just keep moving it around. I've got a turntable which I bought, but it's very squeaky, so I'm not going to use that. So just all the way around, just keep turning it. Okay, so get rid of any woody bits. So just put that all the way around. A bit more. Don't have to use a lot, but I just find it just breaks it up a little bit, because it's mainly just flowers, this one. I'll just put a few bits in, because it's so light and delicate. Okay, and I've also got some of this. This is from the garden as well. You probably know what this is. This is called Verbena bonariensis. I can never say it. Bonariensis. And it's also called lollipop. It looks like little lollipops on quite long sticks, so that's quite nice. So we're filling with a bit of that as well. Alright, so we're just going to put in some of our roses. So again, nice diagonal cut. Always do a very long diagonal cut. And we're just going to dot these around. Doesn't have to be even, just on the top of the... I like to use odd numbers. Most florists tend to use odd numbers, so I've got 5 here, so that just works. I just happen to have 5, so that's quite handy. Okay, we'll go in with our dahlias. I've only got 3 dahlias, so just push those down into the oasis. On the other side. I think it's with dahlias as well, they sort of grow at funny angles, I've noticed. I've been growing a lot of flowers myself this year, and they tend to want to grow sort of they might not want to grow the way you want them to grow, but sometimes you have to put a little wire in them. I'm just going to put a little wire in this one because he's a little bit front facing. I just put the wire in, twist it down the stem, and that just makes him go in the direction you want him. Actually, I'll put that one over there. Okay, we've got a few of our nice if you put them at different angles as well, so you get a different feel. So don't put them all in the same place or the same height. Bring some up a bit higher than others. Doing a pumpkin design this week too. Yours is lovely. Well, they're all lovely at the moment, aren't they? I love this time of year. They all look fantastic. That one a little bit lower. Any leaves that don't look too good, just get rid of those. So I think what happens is sometimes if you drop water on them, you get these little sort of brown marks sometimes. Just move the foliage out the way as you put the roses in. There you go, see how quickly it's coming together? I'm going to have a few of our beautiful pink carnations. Just going to break these up, break the different layers. You don't want it a line, you want different layers, different levels. See how easy they're going. Hello Dolores. Hello Nora. I have one at the top here. Oh, I'm not going to quite reach there, so we'll put him a bit lower. And I think what I'm going to do as well, I've got a little bit of sisal. This is called sisal. And we use this for all sorts of filling in, all sorts of work, especially at Christmas. I use it a lot at Christmas. And this is called sisal, and this is apple green colour. Apple green, this one is apple green sisal. And this is just another texture. I'm just going to put a little bit, just poke little pieces of that in. So pull the flower out, and then push the sisal in. Just need little bits, nothing much, just little fluffy bits. So we'll put some at the bottom as well. If it doesn't take, then you'll need to just put a little wire on it. You can just put a little hook wire. That one doesn't want to go very well. So where was my wire? So you can just get a piece of wire, just do a little hook, and you can put it in that way, and that way it'll stay where you want it. We're going to put that one down lower actually, won't we? Put that one in, then you can fluff it up afterwards. So if you haven't got flowers, if you buy something like this, we can only see half the pumpkin in it. Okay. Is that better? Okay. And I get carried away and I move things all the time, don't I? I'm terrible for that. Right, I'll just get some more wires. Is that better? Can you see the pumpkin now? So again, just a little hook. Better, good. So just some little bits, maybe a bit more here. So you can see how easy this is. You just get a little piece, just bunch it up, and a little piece of wire. It just keeps it in place really. It's not really doing much, it's just, so let's move that out. We're going to put that in there. There we go. You can see already it's taking shape. Now I'm going to show you how to do these are called Phalaenopsis, not Phalaenopsis, Cymbidium orchids, and they come in a stem like this. You get between 10, depends how big they are. These small ones, mini ones, you get about 10 to 12, and you just cut it off, cut it at an angle. If it depends how much room you haven't really got room in there just to put that in because the stems are too short. So what we use are these. And these are called what do they call these? They call them just extensions, really. Orchid tube extensions. Orchid tube extensions. So we just need to fill those with water. So we'll do 3 maybe. Let's see how we get on. So just fill the water. Got some water here. And they come with little tops. Just need 3 little tops. Just push them on, just to seal the water in. So, and because the stem is, it's only a very tiny pinprick hole at the top, so I just make the hole a little bit bigger, just with scissors. So just cut them a little bit, just so they're easier for the stem to go in. And then you've got a nice diagonal cut on your, and then just push it in. So that's drinking water all the way down. If you fill it to the top, if you fill it to the top, then that should be okay. All right. So we'll do 3 of those. One. Just feed it down. They're quite robust actually, although they're orchids. They're really quite robust. Push them in. Just start it feeding it down. And then we're going to just cut it. You cut it to whatever length you need to go into your foam. So just push the top, support it from behind, just push the top down. There we go, that's one. Just dot them around. To say they don't have to be 100% even. Have one there, we'll have one here. Okay, that's 2. And 3, we'll have one here, about here. Oops. Don't want to put any pressure on the top. That's it. Just make sure your roses can still breathe. Got a bit of space. That's those. So then we're just going to fill in with our berries. I've got some of these little berries. They're quite awkward to get because of the way they grow. Oh dear, I think my battery is running out as well. I'll just put a few in anyway. Put a few in just to give you the effect. Go. And then just a few little bits of the borealis just to fill in. And that's really quite nice with the lime green apple colour. So you get the effect of it anyway. Hello Nicola. So that's my pumpkin. And the other thing I was going to do, I'm going to run out of battery on my phone I think in a minute as well, which doesn't really help. I'm going to put another little bit of just going to put a few more berries in. You see those berries? They have that little orange in the middle as well, which looks so pretty, doesn't it? So that, and then if you wanted to make it really spectacular, you could, I don't know if these are going to work, I've had them a while, but they are sparklers. So I'm going to put them really close together because I don't know if they're going to light very well, so maybe if they're together. Wouldn't that be nice with sparklers? What is the name of it? Apple green foliage. Apple green foliage. This, I'll tell you in a minute, darling, because I think my phone's going to run out. So when I put the picture on, I'll let you know. I'll answer all your questions. So let's see if this is going to work. Yes. There we go. So we've got little sparklers as well. So I think if you had real long sparklers, it would look really pretty and you could dot them around. But that's my little fiesta. My little fiesta on the end. So I hope you like that. Maybe if I turn the flash off, you see it better. Oh, it's gone off now. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. And that is my pink pumpkin. My pink pumpkin. Isn't it pretty? I'm not going to take the sparklers out now because they're probably very hot. But here we go. Well, what you could do as well, you could put some Megalino sticks as well. You could put some of these round. These would be quite nice. See if I've got enough time on my phone. You could just pin some of these around. Technology, it's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Doesn't want to work when you want it to. You could also do something like this, little cage. Oh, it doesn't want to work. Sometimes they get wet. Okay, so you could just put something like that around the edge. Just give it another dimension. But just have a play. Have a play. Have a think about what you've got, what flowers you've got. Have you still got some flowers left growing in your garden? Use them. Use them while you've got them, because the frost is going to come along soon, and it's going to take them all away from us. So we won't have any flowers left, will we? So let's just. Just be creative, just try different things. I'll put all the mechanics that I've used, I'll put it all down when I do a photograph of it. And there we go. Well, I think if we got longer sparklers, that would have been a bit more, would have been better. Where did you buy the paint? It's just Oasis paint, it's nothing special. Nothing special. Anyway, hope you like that. Short, quick, little demonstration of something different. Not your normal orange pumpkin. There's something a bit bright, a bit girly. Alright, hope you like that. Okay. And I'll put a photo up, and you can see it better then. Okay, have a lovely evening everyone. You can get back to Coronation Street now. See you all soon. Hope you enjoyed it.